What has happened to the second-hand club fitting idea? Well, let me tell you. It's about time I got you guys in the loop with exactly what's happening behind the scenes. As the wheels have been turning, we've been doing a bit of work in the background, trying to make the dream a reality. And I would like to say after the last couple of weeks or so, we are making some good strides. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I want to create my own second-hand club fitting studio. You get to try equipment from the last 6 to 8 years of irons, drivers, hybrids, putters, you name it. And with the conversations that I've been having, and I'm not going to disclose all the details yet because A, I don't want to jinx it, and B, it's probably not the right time as contracts haven't been signed. That'll do. But I can definitely give you the details of the vision, the plan, and also an update. I think this is all going to happen. Now, I have had a lot of offers when it's come to finances, partnerships, equity, businesses, all that kind of stuff. And I've turned pretty much all of it down, which goes to show how much I like the two guys that are currently now going to be individually, one with a second-hand business and one with my overall brand, are nice guys. They love their golf, they love YouTube, they love social media, and they very much have the same goal of myself. And not only the finance is going to help, because let's be honest, the goal that I've got isn't going to be cheap. Oh, that is nipped. I should play with a microphone more often. Oh, get in. And the bit that I like most about the partnerships going forward is that I knew them as golfers first. I knew them as people that I played with around the golf course. And then it just so happened that we're now doing business together. Let me tell you about the vision. So let's talk second-hand club fitting. That is the main goal. And for you guys that are still watching when this was talked about, probably about 3 years ago. I mean, I've had this goal for quite a while now. And first of all, thank you for still watching these videos. That is very much commendable. But also, it's starting to come to light. But for you guys that don't know, the idea is that I get loads of iron demo heads and shafts. So I'm going to leave my email because I might need some help from you guys if you have the right contacts or potentially you have the qualifications for the stuff that I'll be looking for in the future. It's a horrendous part. But number one, we need a big place, really tall ceilings, barn, industrial estate, potentially 2 floors, and half the business is obviously going to be second-hand club fitting, indoor studio where you get to try equipment. That is outrageously bad. Where you get to try stuff from like 5-6 years ago, compare it to your clubs, swap, trade, buy, sell, all that kind of good stuff, as well as the content around it. I think is going to be extremely interesting. So the second-hand club fitting is definitely going to be one side of the business. The other is kind of growing the social media brand, and obviously I'm a one-man band at the moment. Editing takes a lot of time. I'm definitely looking for a part-time editor now. So again, if you want to use that email address, if yourself or you know someone that's basically just finished college or university and looking for some extra work, I am interested because that's going to free up a lot of time going forward. Stay there and it's good. Oh, we'll take that. We're hitting it good today. But again, the other half of the business is going to be like podcasts. I want to have a trick shot room. I want to have an element for long drive competitions. I want to have potentially a space to do golf fitness content and kind of branch out and find like-minded people that like the social media, want to potentially grow their own brand and also be a part of this collective with the same goal in terms of creating good value content with good value equipment, but also be a bit more part of a family. So one thing my videos miss is that it's just me talking to a camera. And even though I love the sound of my own voice, I think it'd be nice to have a few new people on the channel. So they're the first 2 things I need help with. If you know of a place that definitely will suit the criteria, then get in touch on my email. Or if you're an editor, send over some stuff that potentially you've done in the past and what you charge for, I don't know, a video that's 10 minutes long. And obviously I'll have a look through those. The next one is a bit of a weird one. If you're a part of a golf club, or you know a pro shop, or you're a golf pro yourself and you've got tons of iron heads and shafts that are just sitting in a plastic bag in the back of the shop, like many of the ones I worked in did, because once they go out of season, like for example the Callaway Maverick iron heads, pointless now to the majority of pros. I'm looking to acquire quite a lot of them because that's going to be the main hub or the main part whilst we start building some decent stock Oh, I thought I was actually going to hit a decent putt then. Whilst we build some decent stock with the drivers and hybrids and wedges and putters, you name it. But the main thing is that iron fitting is going to be relatively easy, as all I'm going to need is, well, I say all, but I'm going to need tons of iron heads, demo heads from the last 6-7 years. Essentially give people an iron club fit so that they can then go, right, I want to spend £200 or £300, and I go have a look at these Callaway XRs, and I'll have 6 Callaway XR heads, and I'll have all the shafts above them. We try them, test them. No, that didn't quite work. Well, let's have a look at the TaylorMade M2s. How about this? Oh, I like that. Go onto eBay, have a look at this set, and then off you go. Or potentially in the future, once the stock is built up, we go, actually, we have a set here, and if I lengthen them and put new grips on them, this should work for you. Now, I have a pretty good understanding of equipment, especially with the amount of second-hand clubs I've had in my hands over the last 3 years, hitting them, trying them, selling them, buying them. However, I club fitted a lot 3 years ago with the brand new stuff, but times change, and I'm definitely more rusty than I would have ever been because I haven't really been doing it. If you're an expert at club fitting and you want an apprentice for a week or 2 weeks, an internship as you were, as I'll just come and be under your wing, and that's something that you would be interested in, because I can imagine some people probably wouldn't want that, but if you wanted me to come down, be under your wing, learn from you as much as I can, because I feel like I know quite a bit when it comes to club fitting, but you can never have too much knowledge. And if I want to spearhead this business and be affordable, I don't want it to lack in terms of the information and knowledge. I want it to be state of the art when it comes to club fitting. It's just going to be with equipment that's just a bit older. So if you're interested in that and you live anywhere in the UK and you would like to basically boss me around for a week or two whilst I kind of nick your tips and tricks, please get in touch. Now at the start it's going to be appointment only, mainly because I need to build a team around myself of golf coaches and assistants and like-minded people. But the whole idea of this place, when it actually comes to light, is for people to hang out. And whether you've got no followers, 5 followers or 5,000 followers, I want people to feel like it's theirs. If you've been watching this channel, or you just love golf, or you just like-minded people that want to find great value equipment, or just starting the game, or been playing the game 40 years, whatever it might be, I want it to be a place where open door policy. Come in, have a coffee, have a putt, do some chipping, hit some balls in the nets, talk about equipment, potentially try some equipment. I want it to be this place for everyone to hang out, enjoy themselves, and just generally enjoy the game of golf. And then lastly, a massive thank you to you guys. I want this project in a year's time. That's why I'm hoping it to be complete. And the videos of that journey are going to be very interesting. But I want to thank you a lot. Started golf when I was 17. Fell head over heels for this game. Seriously addicted. Struggled to turn pro because I couldn't handle pressure when it came to playing ability. And now, 10 years later, we have the opportunity to potentially make this second-hand club, media, fun place, whatever you want to call it, to actually become into reality. And if you guys weren't watching this video, subscribing, liking, commenting, emailing me, DMing me, none of this would have actually been possible. So guys, there is the update. That is exactly where we are. Exciting times ahead. And as I say, if you feel like you can help or point me in the right direction, or people that can make this journey a bit more smoother, or have equipment, or potentially helping hand, whatever it might be, expertise, you name it, please use that email down below. Guys, if you like this video, you might like this one up here on the left hand side. Catch you guys later.